The social principles, at their very core, are an effort by the United Methodist Church to address issues in today's world. Using the Bible and theology, they represent the Church's official position on difficult topics and invite us to engage and wrestle with our faith and calling. At their heart, the principles are about how we live in the world every day. This means, by definition, they are challenging. Think about the things you believe, the guiding principles for how you go about your day, how you treat people, how you think about the world. Where did you first learn those? From your parents? From a teacher or a mentor? Maybe from a pastor? Think about them even harder. Do you remember ever changing your mind about any of those principles? Do you remember what persuaded you? The social principles are meant to make you ask questions, especially tough questions. When you look through the social principles, you may agree on some topics, disagree on others, and see some issues that you've never thought about before. They are designed to challenge you, to make you question things you always thought were obvious, and to make you aware of others that you never even considered. And they do all that within the welcoming embrace of a community of faith. In 1908, the Methodist Episcopal Church published its first social creed. It addressed issues that came from the rapid industrialization of work in the late 1800s and early 1900s. The social creed called for better working conditions, the end of child labor, and a living wage for all workers. All of these issues were tied into a larger call, that people should be treated like Christ would treat them, and that this wasn't true for only the church but in all of society. This same theme still runs through the social principles. The issues have evolved and changed over the years as new problems have arisen in society, but the social principles exist to demonstrate the ways our society can be shaped by the gospel. Today, the social principles of the church are divided into 6 sections. The natural world addresses issues such as animal welfare and global climate change. The nurturing community gives the church's positions on topics from the family to human sexuality. The social community challenges the church on racial issues, immigration, and even the rights of children. The economic community addresses the social ills of consumerism, debt, and corruption. The political community promotes the church's views on things like human rights and the death penalty. The final section is the world community. It deals with questions of war and the responsibility of power. The social principles allow the light of the gospel of Jesus Christ to shine upon the parts of our society we think about most, but also the parts of society and groups of people we tend to ignore. It encourages us to continue prayerfully asking questions like, what does God want us to do? Who does God want us to be? What does God want us to change? And what is God's vision for our future?